Good morning. Today is Monday, March 8th, 2021. Kind of a springtimey day, high of 60 degrees or so, a bit of a cool down, but it looks like winter is perhaps mostly behind us. Today I'd like to read some of the emails I've received since announcing that I was going to begin campaigning. I think that was on February 24th. Today now, here in about an hour, I'm going to go out and begin door knocking. This will be my 12th day, and so far so good. People seem quite unhappy, whatever area of the city I continue going to, whether it's residents or business people. And crime is paramount on many people's minds. But here's some of the emails I've received. Best success on the door knocking. I think your message should resonate well with St. Paul residents. So many people and businesses are hurting, and the mayor's priorities are out of whack. My first job when I came to Minnesota was with Burlington Northern Railroad at the First Trust building across from Galtier Plaza. The city was so vibrant then, parentheses, in 1988, end parentheses. There was so much fun and attraction here. It's been very sad to watch its decline. St. Louis Church continues to hang in there, but it's tough. And now, in addition to the light rail in front of the church on Cedar Avenue, Mayor Carter and his team have added unused bike lanes alongside of the church on its north side on 10th Street. It only blocks the cars of our most elderly / infirmed. What a disappointment and waste. Thanks for getting into the race and for doing something positive. And another one here. These are kind of in the order that most were received. I am so happy to hear that you're running for mayor! Exclamation point. Have you reached out to Sheriff Fletcher yet? He is garnering quite the following on YouTube with his live on patrol live streams. He chats with his partner Pat when they're not chasing criminals. They chat about all kinds of local issues and also good eating establishments. I'm sure at some point they will chat about the upcoming election and issues facing the city. Better to have a personal connection to you when he talks about you. Also, it's a good partnership to nurture for you after you win the election. God bless, Naomi. I put in a call to Sheriff Fletcher's office this morning, and just saying if he has a little bit of time to have a visit, I'd be happy to meet with him. Another one here. Congrats on your announcement, and I hope things go well. You have so many great ideas for the city. I plan to swing by and drop off a donation sometime soon. Best, Chris. Chris lives in a high-rise a couple blocks away. Another one. Nicely done, Bill. Good luck to you. You have my vote for sure. Mary R. If one wants to understand the meaning of the word determination, pictures with the write-ups of the life, career, and services of Bill Hosko next to it would best define its meaning. That's from Kevin B. Bill, I don't imagine you would remember me. I lived at Kellogg until 2018 when I retired and located back to Moorhead, Minnesota. I'm still on your email list and want to tell you that I was delighted to learn you're running for mayor. I think you're going to win, Bill! Exclamation point. In my humble opinion, you are a maverick for St. Paul. I know you love her. I'd look out from the Kellogg apartment windows and see you picking up trash in the median on many a day. I'm going to fund your flyers for a day by sending a $40 donation. St. Paul needs you, Bill, and may God go with you. That's from Mary A. Kellogg Square is a 32-story apartment building on the corner of Robert and Kellogg. And across the street from Kellogg up to Wabasha is a 3-block long boulevard, heavily landscaped, flowers. And a number of years ago, I think maybe 6 or 7, it was just utterly full of weeds. I mean, that's classic St. Paul. They put in landscaping and then they don't take care of your property, you might say. And so I spent years going through there with a hoe, weeding that thing. And that was a challenge because anybody who's a gardener knows once a weed goes to seed, then you have a really big problem on your hands the next year. So it took me about 5 years before I finally got under control, and I would pick up trash there too. It appears about 2 years ago the city finally stepped in and started taking care of it itself. and then I just backed out of it. And when I saw it last fall, it looked pretty good. Dear Bill, here's another one. I have reviewed your platform, and it gives me pause to understand your thinking. I've worked with government agencies off and on during my career, and your approach to make St. Paul a better place to live is only a series of platitudes with no plan on how to achieve what you call a vision. Furthermore, your comment to me that you stopped by my house even though I had a Biden-Harris sign was insulting, short-sighted, and this is no way to start a conversation. I do not care if you are vegan, LGBT, an independent candidate, a business owner, or a tap dancer. I wanted to know if you cared enough to put yourself to the service of the community, comma, and this, my friend, you missed the target by a mile. Ouch. Best, Noel. And then she went further. Questions to your statement. Then she wrote, number 1, okay, exclamation point, I bite, exclamation point. And then she had posted a series of 10 questions. But, you know, I don't deserve the tone of her letter. I'm a good person. Part of this is some people still have a Biden and Harris lawn sign on the yard, which really should have been removed in December, with all due respect. I still go up to I'm nonpartisan, but even if I see a partisan lawn sign, Democrat, Republican, or whatever it may be as this year progresses, I'm still going to go to every house because I'm campaigning to be the mayor of everybody in this city. My reply back to her was, hello, Noel. Back from a good day of door knocking. After reading your email, it appears you have been angered enough by my candidacy. Thank you. Regards, Bill Hosko. And that's the short of it, folks. I did nothing wrong when I knocked and said hello. But then she did reply, quote, I am only sorry you did not see fit to answer my questions. I have no time to be angry at the likes of you. It appears that your vision is only limited to a series of statements with little to no value. The city is in pain and you want to punish by showing force, exclamation point. I question you did not answer. Best, Noel. Frankly, that's ridiculous. You know, who am I trying to punish? You know, people want law and order restored in this city. I mean, people want law and order restored in this city. And if Noel is okay with the decline we're having, that's fine. That's her opinion. But I represent what the majority of people want. Here's another one. And also, I will be responding to Noel's questions and then a number of others I received in my next video. Might be next week. It might be a little bit sooner. And then, quote, I no longer live in St. Paul. I could only handle it for 28 years. Remove me from your email list. Good luck. St. Paul needs a different mayor. Gary and Mary. Here's another one. Hello, Bill. We saw your hand-delivered campaign lit, and I would like to be added to this email list for campaign updates. The crime in our neighborhoods is completely out of control. It has dramatically changed the feeling of safety and relative security here. We very much appreciate our officers, but have great concerns about all that Mayor Carter has done to diminish effectiveness. I look forward to the updates on your campaign. Are you anticipating running in the primary or as an independent or Republican? Sincerely, Allison. Most of you know that we approve ranked choice voting as a ballot a ballot question in an election. Was that about 10 years ago now? Maybe 12. I think it was narrowly passed. Honestly, I think there should be another referendum on ranked choice voting. I think it would fail at this point. It doesn't seem to really have lived up to expectations. But getting back to what Ann said, we no longer have primaries because of ranked choice voting. Anybody who plunks down $500 can get their name on the ballot now. And that's one of the great downfalls of ranked choice voting is we don't have it in St. Paul yet. Minneapolis has definitely experienced this. We'll have 20 candidates. I think one year was 25. And more than a few of those were not necessarily serious candidates. So my issue is when people of St. Paul go to vote for mayor or city council and they see the names, they should know that those names were from people who seriously campaigned for that office versus put down the money in order to get their name on the ballot with little or no additional work. And then, am I an independent or Republican? I am 100% independent. I've told people I'm a small business owner for 30 years now, 27 downtown. And just my nature, I'm more conservative with money. I've had to be in order to survive all these years. But I always look at things from how can we do the most for maybe as the lesser amount of money. And I see the city over the years and the county, they've spent so much money, and then the return to the taxpayers has been really poor in return. So I am 100% independent. I've told people if I was a Republican, I would say so. I used to be Democrat, but now I'm just truly in the middle. And socially, I'm a liberal. Live and let live. And I think where I'm at right now is where more and more St. Paul is going currently. But we'll see what the voters have to say this November 2nd. So I'm looking forward to going out here shortly, and I'll be in touch again soon. Thank you.